you guys are now ready for Basenite Season 5. So, I am ready for that. But before we go in there, I'm going to tell you this real quick. I'm sorry for not making videos for about a few days because I was too lazy. So, yeah. And you might be thinking, well, what are you doing making a Basenite video on Saturday? It's supposed to be made in like every Sundays, right? And
Nope. There's a peely on me.
And you always promise that for us. Well, I decided to do Saturday because Sunday is pretty much a boring day to do it. So yeah. Oh, and I'm about to show you something in the next video. And that'll be fun. But yeah. So Basenite Season 5. And what's going in now? Alright guys. So I don't know if you could tell, but if you see something, alright, so nothing that much changed though. Nothing that much. It's just, yeah, pretty much. I forgot the portal for, no wait, never mind. But whatever. So, oh wait, sorry, I refreshed it. So you might be thinking, what, here, I'll show you that in the video too. Okay, so let's get started with East London City. So, what changed there? I'm gonna tell you. Something been happening from, West London City that's getting out of the borders to East London City. And maybe sometimes some parts of it is out of the borders to somewhere else. And by the time we get to Season 6, it keeps spreading and spreading and spreading. So yeah. I'm about to go in right now. You already saw the difference. The mud. So, why is this spreading around? Well, I haven't remembered information because I haven't been focused on Basenite for about this whole week though. So,
hello?
What I think about is that the mud is getting reactive. It's getting really reacted and decided to just spread around. It definitely spreads in East London City. So pretty much all the buildings except for the house though got in mud. So by the time Season 6 or 7 of Basenite will come, all of East London City will be in mud. And that will be disgusting. And the roads will be underneath the mud. Like, this road's next. That road's next. That road's next too. Alright, so not only is it going to spread in East London City, but it spreads in some places. Like, it got entirety of that single apartment. And it's even stretching towards Hero's Lair. And that will be not good if that happens. It's also kind of stretching to your Villain's Lair too. But yeah. And there's a big thing. Alright, so pretty much that's about it. It's gonna just change really tremendously for these two parts. So Cybersonic. Okay, so let's talk about the other places that are in East London City and West London City. Now, I'm going to tell you this. So, I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know. It's just Cybersonic and Goggles was playing a match. But let me get forward to this. Okay, so the videos. Okay, so Victoria's settlement did not change that much. Heroes Lair did not change. Villains Lair did not change. St. John Farm did not change. But what did change was Shifty Shacks, and there is a new place that was here. So
I'll see you later. Wait, I died? I got knocked?
So we'll get to Shifty Shacks a little bit. But let's talk about this new place. So it's recognized by the villains, but it's in snow area. The snow came out of nowhere for some reason. So they decided to just name it Chili John Lab. Since it has John in its name, you know why it has its John in its name? I'm gonna tell you that. The reason why it has John in its name is because it's opposite of St. John's Farm. And St. John's Farm is in the grass. Chili John Lab is in the snow. And this will be the only place that will be in snow. Because there is no space. Okay, if you notice, there's this rock that fall down and it's blocking the road. So there is no way you can get through this road. Besides, the road is a dead end. Because, yeah. Okay, so this is the tallest peak in the whole island. You could see about everything in this whole island. Like heck, let's just take this for example. We're gonna go to Hero's Lair, right? So we're gonna be like, this is my bedroom, right? And we're sitting right here and just look out the window. You see the peak over there. I'm gonna zoom it up. Look at that. You can see it all the way over here. That is crazy. From what I recognize. You can barely see. Sorry. You can barely see the barn. But you can really see it over there. You can really see the peak. That top peak right there. You can see it. But the barn you can barely see for some reason. So let's talk about Shifty Shacks. So what changed about Shifty Shacks? Finally, it made me changed. Because I'm tired of Shifty Shacks being the same ever since season 2. It's in the villain's lair still. It's been conquered by the villains, but also the heroes. So they start fighting around about Shifty Shacks, and they both got together and decided to just split the whole place. So I'm gonna tell you what they are. So here it is. You can see that big wall over there, because that is split. So South Shifty Shacks is part of the villains. It's for the villains. So, and the North Shifty Shacks included that base because for some reason there's no spawner. Speaking of that, there's no spawner right over here. But when you go over here, this is North Shifty Shacks base. You go in. And North Shifty Shacks is for the heroes. So they decided to agree on it and leave Shifty Shacks alone, being split to 2. I don't know if it's gonna rejoin again, but we'll talk about that. It's like East London City and West London City. Come to think of it. But yeah. So that's all we have. Okay. So I got a cool thing. They made an update. Before they made an update, the last update they did is something on creative, and I gotta say, it's really cool. Now, you can name your locations on the map. So, you see, West London City, East London City, York Base, Villain's Lair, Hero's Lair, and the rest. Like, if you're like, where's Victoria Settlement? Now you don't have to be confused with that anymore.